Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. We're going to be moving on to the third part in our four-part unit on change in business. And we're also going to work on our mini presentations from yesterday to start off the class. We'll see if you had a chance to prepare those. In any case, we're definitely going to begin the next part, which is a practical application of some of those key expressions we learned yesterday for talking about change in the future. So specifically, in business skills and the language at work sections that we're going to be doing today, we're going to help you present and talk about future plans and changes by using key expressions in a situation that you might recognize from work, one that you might have to deal with, and we'll go back to those expressions that we picked out from the audio yesterday and the class before as well. So we'll review those. Okay, that's a little bit about the class. Here's a little bit about me. Give me just a second here. I'm going to open my material as I'm speaking to you. There we go. Okay, a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. Tune in to the new words that you're learning when you are speaking. That means use them actively so that I can correct you and give you feedback. Finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And that is a little bit about me. Let me see who's out there today. First, I'm going to put my camera on. Oh, for some reason the Hangout is really slow today. There we go. That's me. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the material. So first of all, what's going on here with our notes? Okay, so first of all, let's go to the top of the material. If you click on the link which I gave you here under class material, and I'll put that in the chat window for you as well. You will see this when you open the document. And if you scroll down, you'll see that we're on Unit 12, Change. And further, you can go down to page... this is really slow for some reason today. I don't know what's going on. Let's try this again. If I click on Unit 12, it brings me to page 7. And you have all the links that we're using in the class so far. We finished on presentation 2, so I'll click on that and open it up for you and share my screen. Okay, and we're going to begin with the very last activity. That is, if everyone from yesterday comes into class. Because otherwise it'll be new for all of you and we won't be able to do it. We'll have to start from the beginning. So we'll give everyone a few minutes. By the way, if you're having trouble joining, send me a message in the chat window. If there is no join button, let me know and I will help you. Because for some reason, when I tried to join, the join button for the last 3 days has not been there. It's there, but it's invisible. So you have to click on this white space. Actually, I can show you. Right now, it's here because I joined. But for me, it's gone in the beginning. Verbling has to fix it. So if you don't see it, you just click in the white space where the button should be, and you'll be able to join that way. So It's strange, but anyway. Right now, you should see the green join button. Okay, let's say a quick hello to, welcome back to Amir, of course. Hello, Amir. And let's also say hello to Rodrigo. Hello, Rodrigo. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good. Where are you from, Rodrigo?
I'm from Venezuela, but I live in Spain. I have been live, I have been living in Spain for 11 years.
For 11 years. Very good. And whereabouts in Spain?
It's okay.
Whereabouts? In Madrid?
Right now in Salamanca.
Salamanca.
Yeah.
Very good. Not too far from me, actually. Uh,
Where are you?
I'm in Portugal. I'm in Lisbon.
Lisbon. I spent my eve night in 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 Porto.
You were in Porto for New Year's Eve.
Yes, yes.
How was it?
Uh, was it was very nice, but I have to say that in this day there are a lot of cold,
A lot of what?
a lot of cold.
It was very cold, yeah.
It was very cold. Yeah.
It was. It was cold, and Porto is always colder than Lisbon. But it was cold even here in Lisbon, actually.
Yes.
Unusually, well, not unusually, but yeah. And
Salamanca.
everyone was outside all night.
But I don't know if by the humid from the river, but I got cold.
You got sick.
Yeah.
In Porto, everyone carries around a little hammer, a little plastic hammer, and they like to hit each other on the head with these little plastic hammers. Did they do that to you when you were in Porto?
No, no,
They do
no,
that during
but
the festival of San João, but I think they do it sometimes at New Year's. They have these little plastic hammers that make noise, and they go around hitting each other with it.
yes, no, but I haven't.
You're lucky.
No.
So let's take a look at where we were yesterday. Yesterday, we were talking about presenting future plans. We reviewed a meeting that we listened to. You can see the transcript on slide 5. By the way, if you need this material, you go to our class notes and you click on presentation 2, and that's the material from yesterday. I don't have a link for the presentation for today. Okay, I'll put it directly in the chat window because when I'm in Google Chrome, I can't put the presentation link there for some strange reason. I don't know why, but it doesn't let me. Okay, but I'll give you the link in the chat window for today's presentation. So we listened to this meeting where two managers were briefing the staff of their company. Specifically, they were briefing the managers or heads of other departments about cutbacks that were going to take place and how that would affect the company. Okay, they talked about measures that would have to be put into place. After we did that listening, we looked at some of the key expressions that we heard. We categorized them into 4 categories. Which ones were for explaining an event, which ones were for making a prediction, referring to an audience itself, or a call for action. In other words, what the managers wanted us to do in the future, or what they wanted their colleagues to do. All of that information from yesterday is summarized in the next slide here. So on slide 8, you can see those key phrases already there for you in the right category. What you had to do then was to pick a situation and just go back to your key phrase and try to use the key phrase to talk about the situation. And I want to do that again because it was a little bit confusing. So I'll do one for you. And this is how you're going to get the language into your head. By the way, I know if you weren't here, it might be a little confusing, But remember, this is a series of classes. There's always 8 classes in the series, and then we do a new topic. So you really need to follow, you should try to follow all the classes so that you can keep the line, the line of thought from the beginning to the end. You don't have to come to every class, okay, because each one is just a conversation class. But if you do, it's a little easier, at least 2 days in a row, because you'll get new language one day and we'll practice it the next. So let's try this out. I'll do one for you. Explain a future planned event. For example, increase of staff number by 5%. Here, I've got a bunch of expressions. Whoops, why can't I see that on my screen? There we go. I've got a bunch of expressions here, as you can see. Well, what's going on here? My computer seems to be frozen. Can everyone hear me okay? Can everyone hear me? Hello?
Yes.
You can, okay. Say, because my Hangout is frozen. Listen, everyone, I've got to close the Hangout and return because something's wrong with the Hangout, okay? So give me just a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Give me two seconds. I'll be right back. In the meantime, tell jokes, entertain each other with balloon animals.
Hello guys, can you hear me? Hello Rodrigo.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from Egypt actually.
Italy.
I'm from Egypt. Have you been to Egypt
Oh,
before?
okay.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know Egypt, but I would like. I like the ancient history of Egypt.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You're welcome. Take your time.
Hello, Sylvia.
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
From Italy. Which city?
Near Florence?
Florence. I have been in Florence twice. It's a beautiful city. But what is your city?
It's a little town near Florence, an hour from Florence, and it's called Pescia.
Pizza.
Pescia.
Pisa. Where is the tower?
No, the tower is in Pisa. It's another city. It's a really little town.
Okay. And what do you do? Do you study or work or?
Yes, I'm studying.
Okay. And do you work? What do you do?
What's your major, Sylvia?
What?
What's your major?
Engineer and architecture.
Engineering, yeah, sounds good. So you'll be an engineer.
Yes.
Sounds good,
Oh,
yeah.
it's coming back.
Yeah. Welcome back, John. Welcome back, John. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm back. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay, good. Okay, sorry about that, but something went wrong. Sometimes on Wednesdays, Google puts out these updates. So Google and Microsoft, usually Wednesday mornings. So sometimes when there's updates, things get a little bit messy. So I think there was an update today because my computer's acting weird. So probably there was an update. Anyway, I'm back. So here's what we're going to do. Let me just go back to where we were yesterday, a minute ago. And we're going to give you a little chance to get that language in your head. Then we're going to try a mini presentation at the very end and see if you can put all of those expressions together in a simple way. It's not going to be a real presentation, but something that you might have to do in a meeting, like an improvised presentation. So I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Let me just open the material again here. Let's go to, give me just a second to get this open. Okay, let me open presentation 2. There we go. And I think we were on, whoops, there we go. Okay, so the example I was trying to do for you was this one. Explain a planned future event. Example, increase the staff number by 5%. So look what I can say here in a simple way. Over the next few weeks, we'll be increasing our staff by about 5%. We plan to keep you informed about the increase through our company intranet. So just log on once or twice a week and you'll see the updates and how it will affect you and your department. There you go. That's all there is to it. I used that key expression to talk about the very first example. All right? So I want you to try one of these and use the key expressions and see if you can connect them together. All right? So Amir, read number 2 for us, and let's make sure it's clear. Can you read number 2 for us, please?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Number 2, make prediction of your business area.
Okay. And I want you to take one or two of those key expressions from making informed predictions and see if you can give us an example using those key expressions. See at the bottom left side there? Are you out there, Amir? Because I don't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I'm here, yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm going to talk about number 2.
That's right. And you can keep it short. It's not a full presentation yet. Just an example, using an example of a prediction in your area, a financial status or whatever, using one of those key expressions on the bottom left of the screen. So look at slide 8 at the bottom left, making informed predictions. Okay, try it out. Give us one.
Okay, starting from next month, we'll be making an informed prediction about the financial status of our business area.
Okay, but give us the prediction. What's the prediction?
Yeah.
Use your imagination. What do you think will happen? What's the prediction?
Maybe we will increase the paying money for each month, starting for next month.
Increase what money? The salary?
Increasing the salary.
Okay, great.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I want you to choose one of those key expressions in the bottom left. See them? Decisions, hopefully, we are fairly, this is probably going to be. And I want you to express that idea using the key expression. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. So starting from next month, we took decisions will definitely have been made by the manager to increase the salary about 5% starting from next month.
Sounds good, but you're using the wrong expression. Look at the bottom left, not the top, but the bottom. Making informed predictions. So rather than explaining it, make a prediction. For example, decisions will definitely have been made by. When do you think the decision will have been made about the salary? So when we say prediction, are we sure about it or are we not sure, Amir?
Yes, exactly. I'm sure about
No,
that.
no. You're not sure. It's a prediction. You're not sure. That's the problem. If you're sure, then you can use the explaining key expressions. Here, you're not sure. You're giving a guess.
Yeah. I'm just make prediction.
Exactly. Just a prediction.
Okay, that's cool. So I think that the manager took decision made by the you can see the owner of the company that they will increase the salary about 5% starting from next month.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Say that one more time because it's a little hard to hear you. It sounded good, but one more time, please.
Okay, I think that our manager took decision will be definitely have been made by the owner of the company that they will increase the salary starting from the next month.
Okay, very good. Starting next month.
Yeah, starting next month.
Okay, it's good. It's good. So these are simple. These are simple. Just one or two lines and you've got it. Okay? Sylvia, refer to your staff's concerns that the company may close and reassure them. That's yours. And here, you're going to use the ones on the top right side.
We are well aware of your concern regarding the closure of your company, but we'd like to assure you that it's only a change of the name of the company. Any one of you will lose the job.
Okay, good, but the last part is not clear because you said any one of you will lose the job. That means that they're going to be unemployed.
No, I want to say that they will not lose the job.
Okay, so you can't say it with any.
So no one of you?
Not no one, but almost. It's not no one of you because that sounds a little awkward. What's another way to say no one of you?
One? Only one?
Class, help her out. What's another way to say no one of you? A shorter way. Amir, Rodrigo, do you know? Instead of no one, we're talking about people. What's another way to say? Or it could be people or things. No one is also
nobody.
Yeah, but shorter. Even shorter than that.
None.
Say again? I think you got it. Say again?
None.
Spell it for me. N. Spell it for me. N-O. Rodrigo, spell it for me.
N-O-N-E.
Exactly. None of you. None of you.
None of you. None of you would lose your shop.
Okay. Is that clear, Sylvia? Why is none of you better than any of you? Is that clear?
Not so clear.
Exactly. Then we got to make sure that you really understand it before we move on. If you say any of you won't lose your job, it's not very idiomatic, because what you want to do is put the negation on the pronoun itself. Any is not a negation, right?
Okay.
So first of all, it's got to be negative. No one of you is negative, but it's not that idiomatic. No one of you. It's simply something that people don't say. It's not wrong, but it's not idiomatic, meaning it's not a natural way to say it in English. So none of you is a much more frequent expression. So to recap, any is okay in questions and negatives. It's okay. But if you want to stress the negative, you've got to make the pronoun anyone, you've got to make that negative. No one doesn't sound that natural in this case. For example,
Nobody?
no one and nobody, they don't sound very natural here because we're talking to the people in the second person, you people. So I can't say nobody of you. It doesn't make sense because I'm not speaking about the third person. I'm not speaking about all people in general. I'm speaking to this group directly. So I hope that's a little more clear. So let's put it like this. Sylvia, I'm looking at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at me. Would I say, Sylvia, any of you, I know you're one person. Let's say I'm talking about Italians. Any of you can come to Portugal, where I am. But if I'm talking to you directly, I've got to make it clear that I'm talking, in this case it's a little bit strange because I could say that if you represent Italians. But anyway, the point is because I'm looking at you directly, I don't want to say anyone, it sounds too general. Anyway, I don't know if that helped at all. I thought I was being clear, but I think I made it less
better
clear.
the explanation.
I tried my best. Okay, anyway, let's practice a few of these and then we'll try a little presentation. Mr. Rodrigo, number 4, indicate that you are going to expand on a point about a new flexi-time system. You're at work and you're going to change the way people do the shifts at work. If it's flexi-time, do they need to come to work at 8 o'clock every single day? Rodrigo?
No.
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 So when can they come to work if it's flexi-time?
Flexi-time. What kind of work?
When can they come to work if it's flexi-time?
Almost wherever I want to.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
As long as you work 40 hours a week, you are free to come basically when you want. That's flexi-time. Okay, very good.
Even if you can work at home.
Yeah, in many cases, you can work remotely. Sure. Okay, so that's your task. You're going to indicate that you're going to expand on a point about a flexi-time system. That means you're giving a presentation, you're talking about flexi-time, but you want to go into more detail, expand, go into more detail. Look at the expressions, and I want you to use expressions for giving more detail.
Let's digress for a moment and look at this in more detail. I'm gonna to show you the new system for to work remotely.
Excellent. I agree. Very good. I'm going to show you. Let's digress for a moment while I show you this new system about how flexi-time will work. Perfect. That's it. Very good. Okay, we've got 2 more. Amir, hand over the presentation about your department to a colleague from a different department. So let's imagine that you have done your part and you need to turn the presentation over to Sylvia to do her part. Okay? So I want you to go back to the key expressions and try it out.
Okay. Hello, Sylvia. We plan to keep you informed about new projects.
Wait, where are you? You're handing over to someone else. Handing over. So look, read number 5 for me one more time so it's clear. Read number
Okay.
5, please.
Okay, hand over the presentation about your department to a college from a different department.
From a colleague. Colleague.
From to a colleague from a different department.
Okay. Hand over means to transfer.
See?
And Amir, what are you transferring here? What are you transferring? If you're handing over the presentation, what are you going to transfer to Sylvia? Is that clear?
Yes, exactly. Maybe I transfer some document or something like that.
No. Nope. Don't guess. It's right in the sentence. You're handing over the presentation itself.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay? So that means you're going to present your part. Let's imagine we're talking about the financial health of the company. And Sylvia is an expert in accounting. So you're going to turn it over to her to talk about some details. Okay? That's the plan. So Amir, look at the bottom right side. Bottom right.
Yeah, I got the idea. Yeah. Okay. So Sylvia, I'd like to pass next point over to the big boss that we are going to do a big presentation next week about our new project. So here is my document for the presentation to pass it to the manager of your department.
Okay. Sylvia, what do you think? Could you pick it up from there?
Yes, it's crucial to our company that you understand this presentation about higher sales targets.
Good.
And we are calling on you to be part of it.
Very good. Okay, that's good. That's good for now. That's good. We're going to do a full presentation in just a minute. Hang on just a second. Let me go to the last one now. Mr. Rodrigo. Sorry?
It was the last one.
Oh, you did number 6?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. All right. So look, what I want you to do now is to try to put together all of those expressions into one 2-minute mini presentation. Choose one of the topics below. Prepare a mini presentation. This is something that we prepared yesterday, okay? So that means that if you were here yesterday, you had a chance to think about it. But remember, this is not meant to be a formal presentation. So you don't have to, all you really need to do is just go back to slide 8 and use that as a structure. Explain, make a prediction, refer to some audience concerns, and end with a call to action. And that's okay. If you want, you can hand it over to someone else. I would like you to hand it over to someone else so that they can give their presentation as well. Okay? And I'll do an example for you. The content doesn't have to be true for your job or your company. You can make it up. But here are some possibilities for you. You can do a short presentation about your department, the use of internet in work time, your company's product or service, holiday procedures, overtime rules, working hours. Okay? I'm going to do one example for you, and then I'm going to hand it over to one of you, and you're going to do your mini presentation. Remember, 2 minutes maximum. We're going to keep it really short because it's just to practice the key expressions. Okay? Here's my presentation. I'm going to do a presentation on, let's say, use of internet in the work time. Okay? So, thanks for coming, everyone. As you know, we've been having some issues with the use of internet during work time, and the management has decided that some new policies need to be instituted. Over the next few weeks, we'll be putting these new policies into place, and we'll keep you informed about what we're doing by sending you out emails as we implement each stage of the plan. But starting for next month, our idea is to limit internet to lunchtime use. In other words, during work hours, you will not have any internet access. The Wi-Fi will be turned off because we're getting people that are basically not doing their work and they're playing with Twitter all day. So that's a new policy. During the lunch hour, you'll have 1 hour and a half where you can check email and do things like that. During work, all work will now be done with pencil and paper, and you'll be sitting at your desk, and we're gonna watch you, and we're gonna make fun of you if you don't do what you're supposed to do. Got it? Now, if we see that it's going well, we may return to the old policy where we have internet access all day. Decisions will definitely have been made by the end of the month as to whether we're going to continue with this policy or try the new one. Now, we're well aware of your concerns about not having internet access. You might be thinking that you can't contact your clients or check on statistics in a database and things like that. But what we'd like to assure you is that we'll give you the information you need, and what we want you to do is do it all by hand, everything, because we want to get back to the good old way of working back in the 19th century. See what I'm saying? It's crucial that you stay focused, and this is one way to do it. So that's my policy. I'd like to pass the next point over to Sylvia, who's going to be talking about her own policy here. Which policy will you be talking about today, Sylvia?
Holiday procedures.
Holiday procedures. Excellent. Okay, so without further ado, take it away, Sylvia.
Okay, I will try. Okay.
Okay. Start however you like.
Hi everyone. Let me introduce myself. I'm Silvia Bertelli and I'm from the personal department. As you know, I'm making a new holiday procedures, and you starting from the next month will no. Okay, what I'd like to present to you today is the new holiday procedures that will be start from the next month. Our idea is to what's my idea? I don't know what's my idea.
Make it up. Invent it.
It's to circle for taking the holiday during the summer. We are hopefully the new model will be placed by April, so you can start to apply and use it from the next month of May. We are well aware of your concern regarding this break period from January to the end of April, where you can't take your holiday. But it's crucial to us that you understand that it's only a little period. We are calling on you to be I don't know. I'm doing this now.
That's all right.
We are calling on you to be part of this new model. Let's decrease for a moment and look at this in more detail. We will all know that you are a lot of employees, and but we can't close the company during the summertime, so we thought that no one of you.
None of you.
None of
None
you.
of you. It's in the chat window. Not no one. None.
None of you
Mhm.
will lose their holiday, but we'd like that you change the period. So I'd like to pass the next point over to Hamir.
Okay, before you do, take a look in the chat window. I've got some feedback for you. Okay? Can you see those points I've written in the chat window?
Yes,
Okay.
circle for taking holiday.
Okay, so let me explain. You said I'm from the personal department, but you mean personnel department.
Personnel, yes.
Yeah. So you've got to be clear. Personal means relating to me. Personnel with nel at the end. That's for staff at the company. So let me hear you say personal and personnel.
Personnel, personnel.
It's not clear enough. I really need
Personnel.
that personnel.
Personnel.
But I really need to hear nel strongly at the end.
Okay. Personal and
Good.
personnel.
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 Yeah, okay. Just really, you got to really make it clear it's the L. You can't swallow that last syllable. Personnel. 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 The stress, I guess, personnel. The stress is on the first syllable, per, but we really can hear the L at the end of it. It's very strong. Okay?
Mhm.
You said you were talking about procedures, making a new holiday procedure or something like that. Is it making or doing? I'm not sure what you were trying to say here. I think you wanted to say maybe instead of making. First of all, what I heard was making a new holiday procedures, and the problem was agreement. Always this problem with agreement. If you say it cannot be plural. Okay? So I think what's happening is when you're speaking, you're not aware of the form of the words. You're thinking about the meaning and you're not thinking about the form. So you're losing that agreement. But this is something you've really got to work on because your English is much higher than it sounds. I understand that you're an advanced speaker, but you're making these simple mistakes, which you know the answer to, but they're still coming out of your mouth. So you've really got to work on agreement because you know how to do it right. I know you know. Okay?
Okay.
So
I was thinking about the meaning. Yeah, it's
yes.
true.
Okay. So in that case, the real problem was because you said but then you said procedures. That's what I heard you say. You could also maybe change the verb. The new procedure for holiday. Yeah, the new procedure for holiday procedures. Just get rid of all those extra words. Next was the pronunciation. Remember, second syllable. Procedures.
Procedures.
Jurs.
Procedures.
That's it. Good. The next part was because I didn't understand the word you used. I thought you said circle for taking the holiday for the summer. I didn't understand if you said circle.
Yes, I was improvising. I really don't know what I could add to this sentence.
But I don't know what you mean by circle in this case.
Change people in a circle.
Oh,
So
rotate.
Yes.
Rotate. Oh, okay. Not circle. Circle here you mean rotate or you mean take in turns.
Yeah, rotate.
Rotate or take in turns. Both are okay. Okay, so say that part back to me, Sylvia.
Okay. Our idea is to rotate the holiday during the summer.
Okay, and what does that mean? That's good, but what does it mean? What does it actually entail in reality? Who will be doing what if we rotate?
Not all the people can take the holiday in the same week.
Got it. It's perfect. Very clear. Very clear. So the problem there was just the word circle. Circle is actually the wrong word here. Right idea, but not the right word. You could also say, we're going to take the holiday in turns. We're going to take the holiday in turns. So that's a phrasal verb that means the same thing. Okay?
Okay.
Finally, where you can't take your holiday, you were using can't, but you needed to say won't be able because the future of can is to be able. The future is be able. There's no can for the future.
Yeah,
Can is it.
I know
Okay.
this.
Okay. Finally, digress. Stress on the second syllable. Digress.
Digress.
And then we'd like that you change the period. This is an Italian construction. We'd like that. In English, you don't need to use that very often. In fact,
We'd like you change the period.
we'd like you to change the period, I think. We'd like you to. We'd like you to.
We'd like to you. No, we'd
We'd
like.
like you to change.
Okay. We'd like you to change the period.
Okay, good.
Okay.
The best thing you can do is keeping in mind that feedback is to write out your presentation. Even though it was improvised, if you could write it out or summarize it with that feedback in mind, I think it'll be a lot more clear the next time you have to do a presentation. Okay? So think about that as a little homework. Okay, she passed the presentation to you, Amir. What do you think? Want to try it? Or do you think you're going to need more time to prepare? Because what we can do is, Amir and Rodrigo, if you think it's too difficult, see, Sylvia prepared yesterday. She was here. She knows more or less what she had to do for today. For the two of you, if you're not comfortable, we can do this in tomorrow's class. You can prepare tonight and then try it out tomorrow. So what do you think? Amir, Rodrigo, would you like to try it now as a kind of improvised presentation? Or do you need some time to prepare? What do you prefer?
I can try.
Okay, so go for it. Go for it. Okay, and let's pick a topic. Topics are here. Your department, internet, work time, company's product service, holiday procedures, overtime rules, working hours. Which one of these do you think you could talk about? Related to your real job or your imaginary job? Doesn't matter which.
I'm gonna speak about a product.
You're going to speak about a product? Okay, that's good. Okay, very good. So let's say that, Sylvia, I want you to pass the presentation to him one more time like you did, okay?
Yes. I'd like to pass the next point over to Amir.
No, it's Rodrigo, I think.
Rodrigo.
Thank you very much, Sylvia. Hello, I am Rodrigo. I'm gonna talk about the sales evolution. Over the next few weeks, will be experimented a great increase in our sales in the product area. We plan to keep you informed about this evolution starting from the next month. Will be deploying a new BI system. And sorry, we'll be deploying a CRM system. Our idea is to follow all the interaction with our clients. We are proposing to deploying the SAP CRM. Later this year will be informed about all these interactions. Decision will definitely have been made by the board of the company.
What decision? Sorry. What decision?
The decision of deployment the
Okay.
CRM system.
Okay.
This decision will definitely have been made by the board of the company. Hopefully, the new model will be in place by famous firms of consulting. I had to take all the phrases.
As many as you can.
Okay. This is probably going to be finished the first quarter of the year. We are well aware of your concerns regarding about the difficult of the use of this system, but as you know, we are concerned about this, so we would like to show you that we contract firms who will be provided training all our employees. The training is crucial to our success.
So we're calling on you to be, the training is crucial to our success, so we're calling on you to be what? What's the adjective you want to say about the employees?
Sorry?
What's the adjective you want to say about the employees? The training is crucial, so we're calling on you to be...
To be open-minded.
Good.
To be open-minded about this new formation or this new course. Let's decide for a moment and look at in more detail. I will show you the e-learning system where you can practice about the new CRM. Now I would like to pass the next point over to
We can stop there for a second. We can stop there. Look in the chat window for a moment. Okay?
Sales evolution.
Sales evolution. I don't know what you mean by evolution. What do you mean exactly?
It's increasingly.
It's what?
Increasingly.
Increased? Increasing?
Increasingly, yeah.
Okay. Sales evolution wasn't clear to me. So are you trying to say over the next few weeks we're going to try to boost our sales, increase our sales? Is that what you meant? Yeah?
Yes, the evolution.
But evolution doesn't work for me.
No?
No, it doesn't work because it could mean many things. So that's why it's not wrong. It's okay. But you've got to give a little more information if you want to use evolution, because evolution is when animals change from monkeys to human beings, right? That's evolution. Evolution is a change. So evolution doesn't necessarily mean an increase, or it doesn't mean that it's getting better. It just means that it's changing.
No, just now increasingly it's just it's like a map of our sales, through
it's okay. It's a good word. I just needed more information to be sure what you meant. That's all. I needed more context, because evolution can mean many things. Okay, so I would say we're going to be discussing the evolution in our sales over the last 2 quarters.
Well,
or something like that.
about how our sale is going, for example.
That's okay too. That's all right. We're going to talk about the state of our sales, the status of our sales. Evolution is also okay, but you've got to just give a little more information so that the word evolution is not ambiguous, so that it doesn't have more than one meaning. That's all. Okay? I'm not saying don't use it. Just give us a little more information so it's clear what you mean by evolution. It's okay. X will be experimented. Here you had a problem with the order of the words. When you say will be experimented, you've got to put the subject at the beginning. A new system will be experimented with, for example. The SAP system will be experimented with. You've got to put the SAP system first in the sentence, not will be experimented a SAP system. Because I heard you put it at the end.
I think I don't explain myself very well. I was trying to say that we will be experimenting an increase in ourselves.
We will be experimenting with an increase in our sales. You don't know if you can increase your sales. There's no experiment. The experiment is something that you're trying out. So what is it you're doing that you think will lead to an increase? What's the actual experiment, Rodrigo? Are you doing something new? Do you have a new strategy? Do you have a new product? What's the new thing?
No,
It's just because if you say experiment, increasing sales is not an experiment because it depends on forces outside of the company. It depends on the public. So, if you can tell me what you're doing to increase sales, then we can talk about an experiment. Do you see what I mean?
No, but I wanted to say I didn't want to say that. Just I try to explain in other words. For example, we can see a big increase in our sales. It's just that. It's not nothing about experiments or something like that. Just because it's experimented in Spanish makes sense, but
experiment. But wait, experimented in Spanish doesn't translate as experiment in English. They're different words.
Yeah.
In Spanish, experiment means experience in English. So I think maybe you were trying to say experience, not experiment. Because if I say in Portuguese, experimentar.
Yes, something like that. In Spanish, hemos experimentado.
Exactly. But that in English, that's a false friend with English.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay? The word is experience. That's how it translates. Experience.
Will be experience. Okay.
Exactly. To experience or experience.
Like for example, but it's the same. For example, I had experience in SAP.
Exactly.
It's the same. Okay.
Exactly. That's it. Okay, so be careful because experimentar or experimentado is a false friend.
Okay. I didn't know.
Okay, just some other points here. You talked about a SAP or SAP system. Okay, that was fine. I just wrote down what you talked about. All the interactions with our clients. Don't remember what that was. Don't worry about that. Later this year, we'll be informed. A couple of times, I wasn't hearing the subject of the sentence. So that middle part, later this year, we'll be informed about all this interaction. You're missing the subject. The subject of the sentence is you, the audience.
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't say it explicitly. So I want to hear, later this year, all of you will be informed. You've got to be really clear that you're referring to the people in the audience of the presentation. Okay, so several times you were either dropping the subject or you were putting it at the end rather than the beginning. So just be aware of that. Here, you just need to add you or all of you, and it sounds perfect. You said the board. Just to be clear, you could say the board of directors, or you could say the company's board. Okay, just to be more clear who you mean. The board of the directors or the company's board. What happened to Rodrigo? I'm in the middle of giving him feedback and he's gone. Sylvia, what did you do to Rodrigo? Where did you put him?
I don't know, he disappeared. Maybe because it's changing hour.
But I'm in the middle of the feedback.
It's a problem of connection.
It's not time to disappear yet. Okay, well, we are at the end of the hour. We've got to stop. So, Amir, do you think you could plan a presentation using these key expressions for tomorrow's class?
Okay, I'll be ready, inshallah.
Yeah? Okay. If you want, you can send me a written version to correct, or just wait until tomorrow and do it through speaking. Sylvia, it would be a good idea for you to try to write down, with the corrections, the presentation you did. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to stop here. In tomorrow's class, we're going to move on to the next section, which is a practical, a very practical application of what we've talked about today. I don't have it in front of me right now because I have to open the link, but I'll put it there in the material for you. Okay, we're going to pick a particular situation where you've got to apply these key phrases to, and then we'll move on to a grammatical section at the very end. And hopefully, the join button will be working because I think a lot of people couldn't get into the class today. That's my theory. Because we normally are booked solid, and today we were booked and there's no one here. I'm worried. I'm worried, Sylvia. Tell me not to worry. Don't worry, John.
You don't worry.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Bye for now, everyone. Talk to you soon. Okay? Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.